Hello, people of the internet, and welcome to yet another Something Vloggy Castles excursion, exciting thingy whatnot. We are on our way to, where are we going, Joey?
We are going to COITY Castle.
Woohoo!
I don't know how this became a thing. We will see you now. So as you can probably hear, this castle is right in the middle of a town. Cue alarms, cars, all sorts of things. The entrance we thought we were supposed to go through was a dead end because the gate was locked, but there is another way in. It closes at 4 and it is absolutely stunning. It's a really impressive structure of a series of ruins. Bits of wall, not entire walls, bits of wall just kind of littered around everywhere. What's left is quite spectacular. It's like nature knew which bits to erode and left just a little masterpiece in the middle of a town.
Well, this is one of the more impressive castles, certainly the most impressive castle we've been to today. There's a lot of greenery around it because it's sort of, you know, it's all hedged in and it's very pretty and what have you. But there's the constant noise of cars going past. It's worth a visit though because there's lots and lots to see. There's lots of it left. But the constant noise of the town is a little odd. But either way, that's quite impressive, don't you think? I'm impressed.
This is the way that you come in across the moat from the east gate. The way we actually came in was the west gate. There seem to be an awful lot of things nesting in the crenellations, like rooks and crows and pigeons. As with a lot of old buildings, there are an awful lot of nooks and crannies for animals to nest in, I guess. Trying to find another word for nest and failed.
COITY Castle, as many castles do, began life as a simple ringwork, which is a roughly circular fortification comprised of a ditch and a bank. The ringwork dates to around the 11th century, but it wasn't until the 12th century, when those pesky castle building Normans came along, that the stone structure was built. It was built by Sir Payne the Demon de Turberville, who was one of the fabled 12 knights of Glamorgan. A rectangular stone keep and the main curtain wall were added in the 12th century, and in the 14th century this gatehouse was made suitable for living in, and much of the castle was restructured, hence this octagonal pier, the remains of a vaulted ceiling. Parts of the castle were rebuilt following an unsuccessful siege by Owen Glendower in 1404 to 1405.
Although this castle doesn't have an up, it does have lots of staircases that lead to nowhere. You can't go up them. Well, you can start to, but there's no point because they're just bricked off or are dead-end stairs. But it does have a moat. It's not full, but it's a moat nonetheless. I'm not even going to try to climb down into it because it's really steep. I wouldn't get back out of it, I don't think, very easily. I'd go down with a thump. Down in the moat, there appears to be a bridge. It looks like quite interesting brickwork.
COITY Castle is great for families, it's great for kids to come and explore. It's in the middle of the town. It sort of loses some of the romance because of all the noise, I think, but it's still quite impressive, so it's still definitely worth coming and having a look at. This is us done with COITY Castle. Yes, we're done with it, aren't we?
Yes, we are completely finished with this place.
Yes.
Never coming back again.
Oh, no. But either way, it's a lovely castle. Impressions of COITY Castle?
Impressions of COITY Castle, it is sprawling, vast, impressive, noisy, but I think it's quite a nice little place for the community to come and just lounge.
Yep.
There's good
There
green
are people
space.
having picnics and all that sort of stuff.
And it's good for the wildlife because there are an awful lot of birds nesting in different
yes.
varieties, like pigeons and sparrows and
Blackbirds.
singing in the dead of day.
So we're now heading off to Ogmore Castle, which is another castle.
All the information you get from that.
Yeah, I'm not telling
We're
you
not telling
anything.
you too much.
No.
You've got to wait till we get there.
If you don't want to miss that and you haven't already, please click the subscribe button, and then if you want to get notifications, click the little bell to give it some ears. TTFN.
See you next time.